It's your boy. I just got done eating some motherfucking King Wing. If you haven't eaten that King Wing, you're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out, buddy. You hear that, Albo? If you ever come across a King Wing, my boy, go there. Go to King Wing. Mac and cheese bites be slamming, okay? So, look. Space Marine 2 is taking over the freaking internet, man. My whole Instagram feed, my YouTube feed, my, what other app do I use? My TikTok. Warhammer. Nothing but Warhammer. It's all Warhammer right now. Everybody's into Warhammer all of a sudden. Brand new fans are being made, and you love to freaking see it. Since Star Wars is in shambles, now I can fanboy for Warhammer, I guess. And the big thing is that it is pissing the ever-living hell out of these woke mobsters off. It's pissing them off really bad. Because the game doesn't push any political messages or agendas. Any of that stupid gender politics ideology crap is not in that game. It is non-existent in Warhammer Space Marine 2. Completely non-existent. And they hate it. We're at this point where I think they are starting to realize that their way of thinking can't sell. I mean, I thought that was common sense already, but what games have failed because of this in recent time? Dustborn, Suicide Squad only has like 500 people on it, and that includes PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Like 500. On Steam, I heard there was like 200 something people playing Suicide Squad. It's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. The older Call of Duty games have more people playing it. Have more people playing those than Suicide Squad. And those games were released over 10 years ago. That's pretty freaking... It's pretty bad. I don't even know what else to say to that. That's just... I can't even believe that's what's happening with some of the new releases. What's another game that flopped? Oh yeah, the Concord. Every woke game has been freaking flopping immediately. Because everybody's literally just that tired of it. Like I said, Space Marine 2 feels like 2010. It feels like 2010 again. It's just a fun shooter. It's just a fun game with a pretty freaking good storyline. Because, I mean, it's Warhammer. Warhammer's epic, okay? It's just something we gamers needed. Now Kotaku and these other woke journalist websites are losing their freaking minds because, you know, the lead dev of Warhammer Space Marine 2 just will not comply to the whole woke thing, the woke ideology. Look, I don't know how many times I've said this. You know, I'm not even like... I used to get angry at it. I used to get angry at the whole woke thing. Again, I feel bad. I feel bad. Because, you know, sometimes I gotta step into somebody else's shoes. For the most part, my way of thinking, I feel is, for the most part, competent, normal. You know, not very outlandish. I don't know what it's like to feel like a woman in a man's body. I don't know what it's like. I'm not attracted to the same sex. I'm not pro-choice. I just, you know, these people have a mindset that is just not normal. There's really no else to put it. There's no other way to put it. Their mindset isn't normal. And they need people to validate their feelings, what they're going through, their mental illness. They need people to validate it. Why are we validating that? To all the people that do validate it, why? This is exactly why I dropped my friend group last year, because they validated this stuff. And I was sick and tired of seeing it. I was sick of seeing it, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna be blunt. If you shouldn't be doing something, I'm gonna say, hey, you should not do that. I don't care how hurt your feelings get. If you're doing something you should not be doing, I'm gonna tell you. But people are so weak-minded they can't even do that anymore. And now they're throwing all this stuff into our video games? I don't think so. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. Do not expect me or any other person who thinks like me. Pretty much, I'm understanding pretty much everybody who watches my channel. Okay? Do not expect my 527 subscribers to give in to that BS, because we're not. We're not doing it. We know better. Okay? If you throw that crap at us, we're simply not gonna buy it. That's pretty much the wave here. Okay? Space Marine 2 is taking over the freaking world. Because it's a good game. And that's it. It's a good game. We haven't had something that simple in a minute. It's about freaking time. Okay? The woke thing can't work. It cannot work anymore. I'm not mad. I'm legitimately worried that it's going to get to a point where more companies are going to shut down because they keep pushing this stuff. I heard CD Projekt Red moved to California. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. CD Projekt Red moved to California? Come on now. Cyberpunk is one of my favorite games of all time. I really hope they don't go down the road that they might go down that road. Rip CD Projekt Red. I don't know. You know, when anything goes to California, it's just rip. What can you do? I think that's all I needed to say. Like, the bottom line is the woke stuff. It can't sell. It cannot. It objectively is going to fail the moment it drops. They're learning the hard way now. I can't wait to see how far this goes. I'm terrified, but I'm also entertained. We'll see how bad this gets. Deuces.